I think I've said everything I need to say. This is going to be a long ass video. So, yeah, I think I'm done. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Coffee and a Kiki here with Bobby Z. I'm in a weird place right now. It looks like a dorm room because it basically is. I decided I think that Coffee and a Kiki would be good to have on my channel as a talkie blog. You know, like some people will have the, what are they called? Mong bongs or something like that. The video where they eat dinner and they talk to you. Or I know Bunny does her tea vlogs where she sits in her car and just drinks iced tea and talks to people. And so I kind of want to do something like that with Coffee and a Kiki, especially because I'm not going to be doing the RuPaul's Drag Race recap for this season. Alexis is one of my friends. She is one of my clients. She is going to be wearing my work on the show. I am friendly with many other girls on the season. And I actually never even finished watching Drag Race. Like, I just... People got so offended and they took everything so seriously. It's a TV show. It's a man in a dress with some makeup on wearing a plastic crown. It's a TV show. Calm down. More important things are happening in the world. Calm down. And then people just yell at me for my opinion being different and whatever. And that's the whole point of making a video, is to show your opinion, to show what you do. What did Trixie and Katya say at the beginning of, They're like, it's our opinion because it's our video and not yours or something. Take a lesson from the queens, ladies. I figured that I would do a little life update video to kind of update you guys to what's going on in my life, what I'm doing, and what's going to be happening in the next 6 months and why I'm not doing orders. So today's coffee for Coffee and a Kiki is this Starbucks iced coffee. It's black unsweetened. I put a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of cream in here since I'm not a huge fan of Starbucks coffee just black. So this is it, and this is actually really good. I should get some of these to have in my fridge just for days when I'm running late and I don't have time to make coffee in the morning. And I'm one of those weirdos that I will drink iced coffee all year long, regardless of whether it's 100 degrees or -5. Like, I will drink iced coffee all day, every day. It's my faves. Basically, I have the next 6 months of my life and my business planned out pretty much by the minute, by the second. And that's why I haven't been able to accept any more additional custom orders. And I've actually had to cancel a few that have been in as well, just because of things that have arisen with my schedule, with my other commitments, that yes, I did commit to doing this wig for you, but based on other things that have happened, I can't anymore. Here's your refund. I'm sorry. So most of the time people are nice and understanding about it, and then I will just hopefully get those people in the fall. I've had to hire all new people at Bobby Pins. I did have an office girl that was working for me while I was out of town on tour, and due to some other circumstances, she's no longer with us. She's not dead. She's just no longer with Bobby Pins. She doesn't work for us anymore. And so I had to train 2 new people. And then I also have my assistant, Jess, who comes in and helps me with roller setting and ventilating and washing and organizing and all this fun stuff. Because I am gonna be in and out of New York for a lot of the coming months, I wanted to have as many bases covered as I possibly could. So between Ryan and Jillian, and Ruth Ann does know how to do orders as well, between the 3 of them, I'm covered. I will be fine to leave and do things. I'm also on Atkins right now, so I might look a little skinnier to you guys. You haven't seen me in about a month or 2. When 45 was elected, I got really, 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 really depressed. And I kind of just ate everything that was in sight. I was eating fried food every day. I was having like cake every day, pie every day. Like, I was, Little Debbie's my favorite. She's my boo. I love that girl. And I gained about 20 pounds in about a month and a half, 2 months. Like, oh, that's a lot. So I was in Detroit and we drove everywhere and it was cold. So when we weren't in the car or in a building, we didn't want to be outside. So I got really, really fat while I was out on tour for that month. I got back to New York on January 16th and I weighed myself. And from my heaviest to my lightest was about 90 pounds is what I had lost. A couple years ago, I did do a video about that years and years and years ago about my weight loss and self-esteem journey. I probably should do another one of those soon since I'm 30 now, I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm fatter. And I had gained 45 pounds from my lightest. The first 15 or so happened when Ruth Ann moved to the city, and then the election happened. I gained even more weight. I was wearing sweatpants and t-shirts every day while I was on tour because I couldn't fit into my clothes. I physically could not fit into my clothes that I brought with me. I basically tried every diet. I've done Jenny Craig, I've done Weight Watchers, I've done the catabolic diet, I've done Slim Fast, I've done Nutrisystem, I've done everything. But the one thing I never did was Atkins, and I love carbs. Like that commercial with Oprah, and she's like, I love bread. I love bread. That's me. I love bread. Like if I could marry bread, I would. So I decided to go on Atkins, and it's been 2 months now since I started Atkins. And so I've had 2 months without any bread, any pastries, anything. The hard thing about Atkins is that there is carbs in pretty much everything that you want, that you think is healthy, like fruits, vegetables. Fruits are pretty much out. I can't eat fruit really at all. When I travel, I do actually eat a lot more salad than I should, carb-wise for the day. Part of me does want to see if I can get below 200 pounds, because I haven't been below 200 pounds since middle school, probably. It's been a long time since my weight has started with a 1 versus a 2 or a 3. It's been a long time. So, if I could get to 199.9, I would die. I would probably die because I would look so sickly and skinny then, but I want to try it. Right now, I'm designing a show at Muhlenberg College, which is in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and the show is called Wig Out, and it's basically a stage play about the Harlem drag ball scene. So kind of think of Paris is Burning, but without the dead bodies in the closet. Today's actually Monday. I'm not going to post this till Wiggy Wednesday, but today is Monday. I came in yesterday morning, and I took the bus in from New York so I could sleep, and I slept the whole time. It was amazing. And I came in yesterday and I taught a little wig class to the wardrobe, hair, and makeup people, and also a couple of the stage managers came as well. And we basically covered how to block a wig, how to do a wig change, how to pin wigs. We covered quick changes. It was a lot of fun to kind of sit and show what I do exactly. It was fun. And then today I have my fittings with the cast, and then I'll be back here for most of the week next week for dress rehearsal and tech rehearsal. And then we'll just tech throughout the week. And then we open Thursday. I'll just leave after final dress. I can't stay for opening. That's 5 days away from the city. Then on the 1st of April, I have my first day on stage with wigs for Damn Yankees at Queens College, which luckily is only 4 wigs. And I just did 12th night with them about 3 weeks ago. And that was only 5 wigs. So then March is over. We're already almost through the end of March. This is nuts to me that we're getting this far. So then we're into April, and actually going to be out on tour for the first 3 weeks of April. So I'm going to be the craziest, most sleep-deprived person ever. But I'm going to have that tour money, so that's good. So I leave Monday the 3rd, and then I'm not back until the Monday before DragCon. So I get back that Monday. I'll be here all day Tuesday, and then I'll leave Wednesday morning for DragCon. And then DragCon's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I haven't planned this yet, but I'm hoping to be able to go to Seattle and Vegas while I'm out there, because why not? I'm already on the West Coast. And I just kind of want to take a breather. And I've never been to Seattle, and I have a lot of burlesque and musical theater friends that live out there. So I want to go see them. I loved Vegas when I went there in September on tour, and I actually would love to move there one day. And then just basically just hang out and go see Cirque du Soleil shows, because that's what I wish I could have done the last time I was in Vegas, was just see every single Cirque du Soleil show that I possibly could. And that's April. And then May, I'm back in the city, and May is not super, super busy, but May has some deadlines and stuff in there as well. And also in June is Broadway Bears. Broadway Bears happens every year, and it's been happening, I think, for close to 20 years now. Broadway Bears has been going on, and there's a cast of 300 people or something crazy like that. There's all these singers, all these dancers. They get celebrities to come in and do it. And they're basically stripping for money. And they do these big production numbers. And each year the whole show has a theme. And I'm hopefully going to be doing designing wigs for a number in that show again this year. And so I guess the big news would be, which you guys I guess can tell from the title of the video because I clickbaited you, I will be going to the UK this summer for about 6 weeks. I've signed up for a 1-month wig making course at the Wig Academy in Eastbourne in the UK, which is near Brighton. It's outside of London. I think it's like a 90-minute train ride or something like that. And so it's this little school. They only select a handful of students at a time, and they have a 3-month course, which basically teaches you everything about wigs and wig making and the history and everything from start to finish. Then they also have a 1-month program, which it seems to be is more like a free study type thing. You can kind of pick what you want to learn, and you're there for a month, and you pay a smaller tuition fee than the 3 months, of course, and you get to learn whatever you want. And then they also do, I believe they do a 1-week course as well. And I know that for the 3-month course, they select 4 students. And then for the 1-month courses, I feel like they take on 1 or 2 of those every month as well. So I was originally thinking of doing the 3-month course just because I wanted to learn everything I possibly could. The way that the Brits make their wigs is like second to none. It's fantastic, the techniques and the design that they use. And I'm focusing on full lace construction, different types of caps, different ways of doing it, adding partings and all of that stuff. And I just want to like expand my skill set to pretty much anything I could possibly think of. I want to learn everything. I want to be able to learn more about coloring and cutting and extensions and wig building. And I want to take all of these different aspects of the same industry, but different facets. And so I feel that taking these wig making classes, the styling classes, the coloring classes, the cutting classes, will help me further myself and help me just step up my game just a little bit more and help me get further and further towards my goal. And it's also, my goal has always been Broadway. And I've always talked about that since day one. The goal has been to design for Broadway. And the drag stuff has been a fun distraction and has been great, but I feel that I've done drag wigs for so long that it's kind of put a damper and a roadblock for my ultimate Broadway design goals. And I'm not saying that I'm giving up drag wigs. I'm not saying that I'm not doing them anymore, but I am in the process now of moving myself and my business and my design work back into more of a theatrical based thing, just because that's my dream, that's my love, that's my first love has been the stage. Just because I'm a strong hairdresser doesn't mean that I'm not going to go and take someone else's hairdressing class, because they might roll a curler a different way that I never thought of before. They might tease a different way that I never thought of before. So you always need to pick up little tips and tricks from everyone you possibly can, even if you feel like you have nothing else to learn. Because I've said this before, I think that once people feel like they're the top, they're the best, they have nothing else to learn, is when the ego thing can get kind of scary. And I know that I've been close to that a few times in my life, I admit it. I think that you need to kind of let all of that go, and I think you just need to start working with people and learning with and from people in the industry. And I think that, you know, just because it's a drag wig doesn't mean I can't take something that I learned in a salon and use that in that application. It's not to say that just because it's a theater wig doesn't mean I can't take something I learned doing drag wigs and put it into that medium. And so that's my big goal this year, is to do as much learning and do as many classes and master classes and technique classes as I possibly can. I think that continuing education and I think that continuing learning and building a skill set is definitely paramount to having a long-lasting career in any industry, but especially in the hair and beauty industry. Definitely where I'm going with that. So that's kind of my New Year's resolution, was learning and growing and letting negative bullshit go. That's kind of been the goal for me for this whole year. And it's been working. It is hard. It is slow. I am learning. I do catch myself. I still am saying things sometimes where I'm like, whoa, Bobby, that's not cool. You shouldn't say that. And yeah, then that's that. And then I'm back in August. And then August, I should be opening the custom inquiry window again, which would mean the first orders would ship out in September. As of now, that's what the plan is. That's pretty much it on my Coffee and a Kiki life update video. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to check out all my fun social media links down in the box: Facebook, Instagram, email, website, everything's down there. Also, please be sure to check out bobbypins.com, where I have a wide variety of beautiful synthetic lace front wigs, wefting, closures, rollers, pins, clips, pretty much everything you guys will need to help you get your wig projects done right. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys very soon for another fun video. Thanks. Bye-bye. And remember, hashtag, it's called a wig.